What's up, you guys? ASD Classified here. And if you're a Power Ranger fan, then you should already be aware that today our anniversary season has premiered. I waited 20 years for this. Oh. Okay, first I have to talk about the opening theme song. Oh my god. Why? You know, I don't get this. Like, I thought that we were going to get an original one when I heard Power Rangers Megaforce, and then we just go right back to the Samurai theme song. Why? It didn't even match. It's like two different noises put together. Yeah, it's trash. I don't like it. I wish we had like a clean break. Like, you still could have threw in Go-Go Power Rangers, but it could have been like an original thing still. So, oh man, whatever. Disappointment. Okay, so let's get to the episode. So the episode starts off with explosion, and then the Lightspeed Rangers are jumping at you, and then the Wild Force Rangers are jumping at you. Then we see a whole army of Rangers running to fight these foot soldiers, and they all battling, and they getting it. And we see Leo throwing the blaze of fire at them, and we see Jaden putting that samurai move, and then we see this big old Robo Knight. And then we see the other Megaforce Rangers, and then they all get in the fight too. And then Troy wakes up, and he was having a dream, and he was in his school bus, whatever, and he was late to class. What a way to start for the episode, though. Like, I love that clip. I mean, of course, we had saw it online, but I really love that clip. It's just, it gets you prepared for what's to come in this season, man. So they had a classroom scene with the Rangers there, and their teacher asked them, what species do you think will outlive all the other ones? And Emma raised her hand, and she said that insects would, because they'll survive all the bad things that we humans are doing to the environment. And she said they have a lot of legs, so they'll be the last one standing. I actually like that line, so I'm not going to come down on her or anything. I liked it. And then Noah was like raising his hands like, no. You know? And like his friend Jake was like, dude, calm down. He's like, no, she is wrong, and I need to tell her that she is. And he was like, no, robots are going to be the ones that survive. And then Gio was like, robots are not a species. And then he was like, yeah, she's still wrong. No, robots aren't a species last I checked. I mean, okay, I haven't done the necessary research on Wikipedia to figure it out, but I'm just going to assume that robots aren't a freaking species, or whatever. So Troy, the new kid in town, walked his late self into the classroom, and the teacher asked him the same question. And he said that humans would be the last species to survive. And he said it's because when we work together, anything is possible. Oh my god, it's a nice answer, you know, it's very heroic, you know, but it sounds like something that I would hear out of Super Sentai. Like, the Japanese Rangers tend to say that stuff a lot, so like, interesting. In another scene, we got introduced to the new villains of this season, and apparently they're just a bunch of alien bugs. And I did like that they were observing the planet and figuring out if the humans would be a challenge, and they said like the humans are too weak to pose a threat to us, so we can conquer this planet easily. You know, I kind of like this stuff, you know your enemy. But like, I really don't know what to think of these villains so far. Like, they really didn't do anything that like impressive to me, like in terms of like their character, their personality or anything. Like, I don't really care about these villains so far. Maybe they can turn that around in the next episode or so. So skipping to like another scene, so Jake and Noah decide to go to this juice bar because Gia's gonna be there, and he really likes Gia, and I guess he was planning to ask her out. So this juice bar that they're all going to is called Ernie's. Okay. Let's talk about this. So at first I'm like, wait a minute, are they bringing the old character Ernie back? Which would be kind of hard for them to do since his actor passed away. So I'm like, did they get like a new actor to play this old character or something? No. This guy looks nothing like him, sounds nothing like him. Like, what was the point of this? Why did we need a new Ernie in a place called Ernie's? Like, I don't find this a good callback at all, man. You couldn't just have Bulk come back with another juice bar. I know y'all tried to destroy his character in Samurai, but y'all could have redeemed it here. But, oh, man. Okay, whatever, man. So, in some cave, our mentor this season, Gosei, awakens, and so does his robot assistant Tenso. Apparently they've been asleep for some years or so, for some reason. So yeah, they awaken, and Gosei says that aliens have landed on the planet, and we need to assemble a new group of heroes. Find somebody energetic and unstoppable. It's like, oh Lord, you mean, yes, teenagers. The younger the better. Oh my. Teenagers, man. Teenagers. I liked it. It was a good callback to Day of the Dumpster, though. So, I also liked how they had like this machine that shows you, like, we're looking up all the teenagers in the area and finding the 5 ones we want to kidnap. Man, I don't know. I liked it for some reason, but whatever. Okay, so Tenso commits his felonies, and he teleports, 4 of the Rangers there so far. And he teleports Jake, Gia, Noah, and Troy to the command center or base, whatever they want to call it. So they were there, and they were looking around the place. And on their new command center, I don't like it. I don't know. It doesn't look that special to me. I do like all the little Ranger statues that are around there, like from the past Rangers and whatever. But other than that, I don't really like it. But anyway. So yeah, the Rangers are there, and then Gosei starts talking. And Gosei, a giant head. But I like the fact that they designed him off of the Gosei Morphing. So I'm like, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that kind of giant floating head, I guess. So yeah, eventually Tenso teleports Emma to the command center too, and she tells them that while she was out nature watching, she saw a bunch of aliens. And then they all start, believing this a little more. And then Gosei starts explaining stuff. And as he was explaining stuff, I gave Gosei like 3 strikes against him. Okay. Strike 1. Gosei said that Zordon was his mentor and that he had placed him on Earth. Okay. Let's talk about that. Zordon was Gosei's mentor. Okay. Fair enough. He could have mentored him like, I don't know, some thousands of years ago or whatever. I don't know. But then you say that Zordon placed you here on Earth. When did he do that? Was that before or after Dark Spectre kidnapped him, huh? I'm trying to figure it out. So if it was before, then you didn't think that the Space Rangers might have needed your help in finding Zordon? I mean, the Space Rangers were completely lost for half a season, but no, they didn't need your assistance at all, right? Really? Strike 2. Okay. Gosei said that he would only awaken if the planet was under like incredible danger or something like that. Are you trying to say that the planet has not been under incredible danger since in space? Like, how many monsters and aliens and demons and robots have shown up to try to take over the planet? And you didn't awaken any of those times though. Like, really? Or you're trying to say that none of those villains were really extraordinary danger. Which is like an insult to all those other Rangers. But yeah. Or maybe they're trying to say that the danger that the Earth faces now is so great that if Gosei didn't awaken and pick his own Rangers, everybody would be destroyed. No matter what Rangers showed up to face it, they would all be destroyed. Only the Megaforce Rangers can deal with it. Which I guess, it would kind of be like Dark Wish and Mystic Force. So, I'll give it to you. Strike 3. So, Gosei looks like a freaking tiki, right? And the Rangers even commented on this. So, Gosei's explanation for his appearance is that he wanted to take a form that would be familiar for humans. I guess to make them feel more, relaxed about being around a giant floating head. Here's a thought. Why not just take the form of a freaking human? I'm sure that would be very familiar to them. Instead of looking like a freaking tiki. Man, Jesus. I don't know. Gosei's whole backstory kind of irks me. I'm okay with him being... I'm okay with Zordon being his mentor, but, like... I don't really see how he fits within the timeline of Power Rangers. So yes, in Day of the Dumpster style, Gosei explains to the Rangers why he chose each one of them. He names Troy, the new kid that nobody knows, their leader. Then Troy asks, like, how are we gonna, like, learn about all our powers? And Gosei was like, all will be revealed in time. Now go fight! and then he teleports them to go fight the new foot soldiers of the series. But they're called Lugies, whatever, little green creatures. So the Rangers were fighting them unmorphed, and their unmorphed fight, honestly, it wasn't that special to me. It was just them flailing around, whatever. So the Rangers got all beat up, and then, you know, Troy copied Jason's line, said, Gosei told us these morphs would give us powers, let's try it. So they all morph, and then they easily kick butt. And I love the fight stuff when they were morphed. Like, one of the few things I liked about Gosei is that it had really good action. So, use that action power and just use it, okay? So I loved all the action. Oh, and I like that they kept like the little voiceovers. Like they kept some kind of a voiceover when they pull like the morphers and used the card to summon some weapons or whatever. Like when they used it, it was what? Summon battle gear. You know, I loved it. And I loved it in Gosei too. Like, Landik power, seek no power. You know? That sounds cool. So I'm glad they kind of kept that a little bit. Yeah. So yeah, action was great. They defeated all the little foot soldiers. Then the villain sent down like a monster. They made quick work of him. So the Rangers saved the day. Yay. One thing I didn't like is that they had like a lot of dialogue there. I feel like it was just too much at times. Like it was too much heroic speeches. It's like it's your first battle. It's like you're not heroes yet. You know what I mean? So they were saying like, we need to save the world. Let's do it. Earth's defenders never surrender. I'm a hero. I'm going to save the day. It's like, chill. Just fight. I mean, so after their battle, the Rangers go back to the command center. Gosei congratulates them. More lines from Day of the Dumpster said. And then the Rangers end with Power Rangers! I mean, Earth's defenders never surrender. You know? Okay, so overall, I really did like this episode. I really did. I enjoyed it like a bunch. I mean, a couple of things that did irk me that I want to like speak out on. It's like, okay, I did like all the references to Day of the Dumpster. Like, it didn't feel like a complete ripoff, you know. It felt like, a lot of it felt like it was paying homage, you know. But then, like, it kept going. I feel like they did, like, a little too much, you know. Especially at the end. They had Emma, like, stealing all of Kimberly's lines. It's bad enough that she has raided Kimberly's closet and stole her booty shorts. Now she's stealing her lines, talking about my hair gets messed up in the helmet. It's like, man. Also, I felt that there needed to be more scenes, like with the Rangers, like getting to know each other. Like, unlike Day of the Dumpster, the Rangers are not all friends. Like, Jake and Noah are friends, and Gia and Emma are friends, but, like, I don't think that the girls are friends with the boys and the boys are friends with the girls. Like, it doesn't seem that way. It seems like they know of each other, but they're not, like, actual friends. And nobody really had a scene with Troy. And he's, like, the new kid. It's like, you really need a scene with him. He's just a stranger thrown in now. So it's like, they should have fixed that. There should have been less action and more like character interactions. So yeah. Another thing, throughout this whole episode, we saw Jake just lusting after Gia. Like, he just really likes this girl. Like, every scene was probably him smiling at her or following her around in the battle or something like that. And it's like, okay, we get it. He crushing on her. He needs to do something else, though. Like, unless he's planning to ask her out really soon, he can't keep going all these episodes just staring at her all day. Like, seriously, chill out. But yeah, overall, I really did like this episode. I expected Megaforce to be crap, to be honest. I don't know if I should give it a 3 or a 4 or not. Like, I don't know. I mean, you know, Gosei's backstory, it irks. But, I don't know, I did enjoy this. So, so take that. I did enjoy it. So yeah. What did you guys think about this episode? If you're watching, let me know. So yeah. Jump out the